Hello and welcome. Today we are going to look at desire to learn and their ability to have the grades from different tools within the system to flow to the electronic gradebook. But in order to have this happen, you have to sync the tools. So first we're going to personalize our gradebook settings and make sure that all of our settings is how we want them. When we do this, this will only happen on this device. So if you have other devices, you will need to edit and do this for each device that you are on. Start by going on Grades tab, and then we're going to go to Settings in the far right corner. And we're going to scroll down on this Personal Displays Options tab to Grade Details and make sure that each one of these is checked. If you need a little bit of help, you can click on the question mark to get more information. And then down here under Repeat Final Grades, we are going to make sure that both options are clicked on, Repeat Calculated Final Grades and Repeat Adjusted Final Grade. So this looks good. All right, under the Start page, we're going to click the down arrow, make sure that it is on Manage Grades. Perfect, and hit Save. All right, now we're going to click on Calculation Options. This is going to set up the system for how grades are going to be calculated. So under this grading system here, we're going to select points. Good. Under Final Grades Released, we're going to select Calculated Final Grade. Under Grade Calculations, I am going to select Drop Ungraded Items. Perfect. If I select this one, make sure that if your students enter in any unsubmitted grades, you do mark them as a 0 so that it does calculate the grade correctly. And then under Auto Update, I am going to leave this checked so that I have that. Save. Yes, confirm. All right, now I'm going to want to check my grade categories, making sure I have those all set up. So I'm going to go back to Grades, and then I'm going to click on Manage Grades. I'm going to click the down arrow to the right of this blue New here, and this is where I can add a new category, and I should have week 1 through 5, and I only have week 1 through 3. So I'm going to go ahead and add in weeks 4 and 5, and I'm going to keep them capitalized like this. All right, let's see now. Week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And now I'm going to go through and create individual graded items for the 5 weeks. So once again, go up here to Grades. I'm going to click on Manage Grades. I'm going to click the down arrow to the right of New, and now I'm going to select Item. So I already have a few items in here, but I'm going to add some new ones. So New Item. And when I do this, I'm going to click on Numeric so that each one is assigned a number of points. And this is where I can enter the names in. So I'm going to give it a name, and I'm going to title it Week 1. Let's see, week number 1. Dropbox. Let's see here. Select category. I have to put it in week 1. Maximum points. 20. And then I'm going to go to Save and New because I'm going to keep adding. So I'm just going to keep doing this until I have all of these assignments for the 5 weeks. So week number 2, Dropbox. Week 2 now for the category. So hitting save and new just saves you a little bit of time when creating these so that you don't have to keep going back through the original steps. If I were to hit save and close, it would make me start from the beginning. So you see here, I'm now in week 3, Dropbox. And then I will show you how to integrate that here in a minute. All right. So I'm going to stop there with week 3 quiz. All right, cool. So now you see I have my week 1 assignments, week 1 Dropbox, week 1 quiz. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, so now I'm going to integrate these tools, for example, Dropbox within the electronic gradebook system. So I'm going to go up here to assessment, but click this little arrow and select Dropbox. So this brings up me to my Dropbox folders. I'm going to click on new folder. This is where, once it loads, I can name my folder and select option. So let's label it week 1 Dropbox. So in the grade item, so visibility is on, ungraded out of, okay. So this is where, so my Dropbox was worth 20 points, and you see this little like link here. We're going to select that down arrow, and we are going to link it to our electronic grade item. So we want to edit or link to existing, link to existing week 1 Dropbox, link to an existing graded item, and I'm going to find it on here, week 1 Dropbox, points 20, hit OK, and now it's linked properly in the gradebook. So now if I grade just the Dropbox, it will automatically link it to the gradebook so that students don't have to do both. So that is how you link it in to your gradebook, and I'm going to hit save and close. Perfect. So now I want to integrate the tools, for example, a quiz with the electronic gradebook. So I'm going to click the assessment tab again, but under here I'm going to go to quizzes and exams, and then I'm going to click on new quiz. So I'm basically doing the same thing, but for the quizzes now. So week 1 quiz, category, I can add a category if I would like. So now I have different options down here, right? And I have different options up here. So this is the properties tab. I'm going to give the quiz a name and then ignore everything else for right now. Now, if I wanted to go in and actually edit my quiz, those would be where I would go, but I'm not going to do that. I'm actually going to go to the assessment tab. I'm going to select allow attempt to be set as graded immediately upon completion. Perfect. So now I'm going to go to this grade item again. I'm going to select, let's see, week 1 quiz, automatically update evaluations, synchronize to gradebook. And now it's going to be linked to the gradebook. And I'm just going to hit save and close, ignore everything else for now. And that is how we successfully link our quizzes to our gradebook. And I know because it has this little symbol here. And I can even go back here and check. And it is listed under association, week 1 Dropbox, week 1 quizzes. And then you would have to go back through and do that over again for week 2 through 5. Thank you for watching.